Hey everybody, Aaron Blaise here, and I am really excited to share something with you. I've been going through my boxes in my garage that I've been stored away for 30 plus years, and I found a little treasure the other day. We were going through and I found some shots that I'd animated from various movies throughout my career, and I found this one particular shot from Mulan jammed away in the bottom of this box. And but I thought it was a pretty cool shot. It was a fun thing to animate. I've only got a part of the shot, but I thought it would be fun to share with you. It's a shot in Mulan where the guys start singing about a girl worth fighting for. This shot right here. And so if you remember in this section where it goes to fantasy, we had to change our whole entire drawing style. And so I got together with Bruce Johnson, who was responsible for Ling and Chen Po. I was responsible for Yao. And we got together and kind of came up with this drawing style along with our production designer for the film, Hans Bacher. And so these are the characters that we came up with. And I thought it would be fun to show you how we actually animated it. Because when you watch it on film, it looks like it's all brushwork, and really all we did was do that with pencil. And so I thought I'd sit down and kind of go through drawing by drawing and show you what we did. So why don't we jump in? I'm going to put my glasses on. And these first couple, we're actually coming into the middle. This is the section where we transition from Ling to Yao. So we're already 271 frames into the shot. And these are done in Sharpie. Bruce decided to do his section in Sharpie. I decided to do my section in pencil. So you'll see it kind of transition. And so this is where everything kind of just transitions away from Ling to Yao. And so if I flip these, let me get my fingers in here, you can see them start to change. And it kind of just turns into this jumbled mess of these dashed lines. We wanted it to look like Japanese kanji that was kind of blown apart. And I'm just going to go through, here we go. So we've gotten to this point where it's almost like the fan, there's a fan that Ling is part of, where it closes up. You can see that thing, you can see it close up right there. And that's really cool. And then they start to twirl and crumble and fall to become my section. Now here's my first section right here, and you can see all of a sudden now they've turned to pencil. And this is where I took over the shot to do Yao. And if you look at how loose these are later cleaned up into solid dark lines. But you can see what I had to do, my end goal on this first section of my section. You see them start to twirl around. I've got to get them to come up and make the shape, create the shape of Yao. And so what they'll do is they'll crumble down here. And what's fun about this is you can really almost do anything. You can make them almost do anything. And so here, I'm making them twirl and drop down. And as these little pieces come down, they're going to start to form into Yao. Here, they're just still twirling around. Remember, these are all on ones. And what they're doing is they're flattening out into this little kind of bed, this flat line that rises up. Yeah, I forgot. They don't actually turn into Yao. They turn into what Yao is holding. So they flatten out. And then in comes, look at this. What's this? A hand. There's Yao's hand. All done in this kind of kanji. See his hand coming up, pushing this platform up. up into the air. Let me take some of these drawings off. And here comes that hand up. And I drew very, very loosely. And here you can see how I've roughly indicated our field guide. This is what the camera is going to see. So I'm drawing a little more than I need. And here's our first frame of Yao coming into the shot. And he's singing. Right here. Boom, comes right up into the shot. And you can see what we've done. If you remember the design of Yao, we really had to take all of the elements that make up Yao, that rounded chin, the lamb chop beard that he has, the big eyebrows, and kind of simplify that and come up with the look that we have here. And here he's trying to show off his muscles. So there's his first thing. He's showing off his muscles. They're trying very hard to keep everything very simple and kanji-like. Now look what happens when his hand comes back into the shot where he's holding it up in the air. There's going to be a lady on top. He's still singing, showing off his muscles. And you can see he lifts her up and down. Now, I only animated him doing this once, but then we cycle it and he lifts her a couple of times. There she is. There's the key. And he's going to be bragging about, actually this is the key right here. There's the key. He's going to be bragging about his battle scars. So he's got her on the little bed, bringing her down. All done in graphite. And you can see as I got further into this, I got more and more careful. I was a lot more precise with my drawing. So he's talking about his strength actually right here. Strength. So you can see what I'm doing is I'm writing the word up here and matching them and underlining what he's saying. So this is stir, for strength. And there's the R shape in the mouth. And then more of an open mouth. You can see he slows into that pose as he lifts her. And he lifts her a couple of times. We'll go through. And then he's going to show her his battle scars. Another big key. Brings her down again. Notice once again how much cleaner the drawings are getting at this point. You can see each drawing it's just done and drawn to look like a kanji kind of brush stroke. These are really fun. Girl worth fighting for, as he sings. So he's brought her back down again. Let's get rid of some of these drawings because the stack is getting a little bit high. And then you'll see, look at how his arm is starting to change now. One where he's making a muscle. Because he's going to show off his battle scars. We're going to get really broad with it. Got a piece of old rubber band in here that's melted. See the hand coming across? It's wiping. Wiping right across the frame. See his hand? He's reaching across. Hand is open. And he's going to grab the edge of his robe, or his tunic. So you can see he's reaching across and grabbing his tunic. Right there. And then, so he's reaching across his body really quick and then holding back for the right anticipation. And then boom, you'll see his arms start to fly open right here and reveal his battle scars. It's a big hole in his chest. That was the gag. See there? Pull that chest open. So he's showing off his battle scars there. My battle, right there, battle scars. These are fun to draw. Look at that face. Let me get rid of some of these. You know, back in those days, sitting and just drawing all day, no computers, other than something that we shot our scenes on a computer, but everything else was just pencil and paper. And to me, I love the CG films that are being made today. Don't get me wrong, but there's something so magical about being able to sit down and create an entire movie with pencil and paper. And whatever you can imagine, you can draw. It's a lot of history here. These are 30 years old. And, or almost, they're 25 years old, sorry. 25 years old. And it's really great to be able to come through and look through them and remember. I remember sitting here and animating this shot and having so much fun with it because it was so different than animating anything else in the movie. This is the only place in the movie, obviously, where we go into this kind of fantasy style design. Battle scars. It was one of the more fun films we made because we were working in the Florida studio, and this film was pretty much primarily made all at the Florida studio. And so all the supervisors and everybody were all guys from our studio. And then right about here, after he says, show my battle scars, there's another layer of animation that I don't have, where another lady comes up and looks through his hole and looks out at the viewer. And then at that point, we're going to hold. It says hold until 4:06. So we hold the drawing, and then he drops out of frame because Chen Po comes in. You see the look on his face? Oh. Big change of expression. And then Chen Po comes in and pushes him out of frame from the top. Comes in, drops in. And here comes big Chen Po. Oh, right there. There he is. And he squashes him out of frame. And this is where I hand it off back to Bruce again, who animated Chen Po as well. So a lot of fun, we especially for Bruce Johnson and I, where we shared a lot of scenes together because we did the Gang of Three. Him doing Chen Po and Ling, and I did Yao. I also did the ghosts, all the ancestral ghosts. But it was a lot of fun to do, and like I said, it was a real treasure treat being able to find this shot that I'd completely forgotten that I had. And so as I went through the box and I found it, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to share it with everybody on YouTube because I think they'd really dig it. Just so you can see how it transitions from, drawings like this on paper to what finally ends up on the screen. And you can see that there wasn't a lot of treatment that we gave them. There was a little bit of treatment to make it feel like it was bleeding into the paper ink lines, and a little bit of soft color. But other than that, it's really what we animated. And so that was really satisfying when we first saw it in the film. When we went to the premiere, it was really a lot of fun to see how it came out. But anyway, that's just a little taste of Disney history for you in the making of Mulan. I've got more stuff that I'm going to share with you guys down the road from other boxes that I found. So look out for that in the coming weeks. And until then, go on out there, put some beauty back into the world, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.